Hello everybody, it's great to be with you. I wanted to just take a couple of minutes to do a little bit of an introduction to cover a couple of asanas that we'll be doing in our practice for peace. And I chose this particular routine that you're going to go through because it is focused so much on the breath. Because I do believe that right now our need to find inner peace is probably heightened a little bit more than usual, one might say. So although this actual practice we're going to do works every part of your body, you're going to be working through the entire body. But I really encourage you to have the intention to be about staying with your breath and focusing on allowing yourself to actually not push, to just soften and give yourself time to move away from all of this out here and to find that inner state of being, because that's where we'll find peace. So with that in mind, I just wanted to review this asana practice does include a shoulder stand, and I know some of you have a shoulder stand practice, some of you we've done supported shoulder stand, and maybe some of you who are watching this for the first time don't even know what a shoulder stand is. So I just want to take a second and show you that. And then I will also review two more asanas with you. Sorry. So we're going to come on to our back. If you do not have a block at home, you can use blankets for your supported shoulder stand. So I happen to have my yoga blanket here. You can use whatever blanket works for you. And all you're trying to do is create a little height in your hips. So if you lift up your hips and slide a blanket underneath them, you're making your hips a little higher so that the blood flow can come down through the body. And then you'll just simply roll your shoulders back and lift the legs up. Now, if you have two blankets or something a little higher, even better. If the hips come higher than the heart area, that's a great inversion for yourself. It creates peace. It brings the blood flow. Your heart doesn't have to work so hard as we're doing this one. So that's one option. The other option, those of you who do have a block, you can take your block like we talked about before in a supported shoulder stand, lift yourself up. If you're going to be on the high part of the block, which I am on, you have to come up onto your toes, set it on the sacrum, that triangular shape, and right at the base of the hip. It should be very comfortable. Shouldn't be feeling anything that's pressuring. And then you lift one leg. Maybe you can lift two. This creates, you need a lot of balance here. You want to keep your tailbone down. Roll your shoulders back. Some of you maybe you're going to lift one leg. Some of you can lift two. Now, to come out of this particular asana, you can simply slowly bring the legs down, and you will be stepping one foot down and then the other, lifting yourself up and sliding the block out. Now, those of you who would like to come into a full shoulder stand from your supported shoulder stand, you're going to tuck the shoulders underneath you, right? We bring the legs up from this position. And I will say, I encourage you to be in a supported shoulder stand for a while, because I want you to be calm and be able to breathe for 10 breaths. So you could do 5 breaths here, maybe lift up into your shoulder stand. And you can just bend the knees and roll yourself up. You're going to tuck your hands into the low back and bring the shoulders, or the shoulders underneath you, and press through your feet. And breathe here. Now, as you come out of this one, you can either bend the knees and roll out, or you can bring the legs over your head. You're going to move your block out of the way, and you're just going to slowly bring yourself down. Whatever gets you there. As some of you know, sometimes it's a roll out of there. So that's one that we're going to be working on. The other one is Salambhasana, where we're going to be on our bellies. And I want to review this one with you, because some of you will just have to work with what your body can do. Many of you will be able to lift your chest and your legs. Some of you will only be able to lift your chest. So we're going to take our hands down alongside our body. Once we get there, hands will be down alongside the body. We're going to inhale and reach back with our hands and contract through the upper back as we lift. Try to keep your chin in softly. And then you're going to lift the legs as well. And then you'll be coming back down. So we're working through the back in this position. Now, you can also just inhale and reach with just the chest and leave your feet down if you find that you can't get your legs up. That's going to be the first option. For those of you who have the ability to do Dhanurasana, you're going to grab onto your ankles. Forehead will be down. You'll be pressing your feet into your hands, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest, and perhaps your legs will come off the floor. And then you'll gently come down. And again, you'll push your feet into your hands, and you'll lift. So if that is accessible to you, that will be an option. You can choose what works for you. Then I want to just review with you that, again, our intention is to work to a place, an inner state of calm and peace, right? So it's important that you practice ahimsa, and when you need a break, please take a break. And a child's pose, when we're down on the floor, a child's pose is the place you want to be, Balandasana for your child's pose position, to calm the body. Now you can slide your hips to your heels as best your body allows. You can stack your hands on your fists and rest here, or bring the hands down alongside the body, soften the shoulders forward, and completely let go. Full breaths. So that would be a place that you can come at any time. Wherever you're taking your pause, remember to keep the awareness of the breath. So don't let your mind just kind of fidget around. Just come back into the breath. If we're doing a standing asana and you need a break, you'll pause in Tadasana. So your feet will be hip bone distance apart. You'll roll your shoulders back. The palms will just turn up. You can let your eyes softly close and just allow your chin to be parallel to the floor and softly breathe in this position. So my point is, the reason I'm reviewing that is, keep in mind that breath is what we don't want to lose focus of. You can stop doing any of the asanas because your body's asking you to take a break. But I'm inviting you to don't take a break from your breath. Keep that idea of being centered and internally focused. And that breath is going to have that effect on your physiology, which we'll talk about, of course, in the beginning of the asana practice. So thank you for taking this time for you, number one, and thank you for choosing to practice with me. I look forward to the time we can be together physically, but in the meantime, we're together in heart. So I look forward to practice with you. Thank you.